So I don't want to say she did anything wrong per se, because we don't have all the information, but it raises questions about whether she got pay that wasn't her due from taxpayers. According to an official in the San Francisco Comptroller's Office, this inequity premium is paid to senior attorneys in the San Francisco government and consists of an additional payment of 1 to 3% of the attorney's base salary. Senator Harris. So we had these interesting documents come out. We just kind of do this basic work about politicians, especially ones that are newly prominent, like Senator Harris is. She was a San Francisco prosecutor for many years. She was, I think, I don't want to go through her resume, but the point is she was working as in the district attorney's office in San Francisco. And we asked for records and about her personnel records generally, which some of which are subject to the transparency law in California. And some there are records that are boring and that show that, her payroll records. You've probably seen your own payroll records, whether you work in the public or private sector. They're boring, but there was something interesting in them that I think is curious, and it's something that she seemed to be getting pay that she wasn't due. Hi, Johnny, reads the email from an official about her. Thank you for your phone call this afternoon regarding the report that PPSD, which is the Payroll Personnel Security Services Division, is working on with regards to identifying employees who are still receiving incentive and should not have due to changes of job classification. Kamala Harris was getting, and they have an acronym next to her name that is short for Municipal Attorneys Association Inequity Premium. So her incentive should be removed, as her job classification does not allow her to receive the benefit. However, I tried to remove the premium from her file, but the system does not allow me to do anything. Can you look into this? So the payroll records show that from January 2004 to early May 2005, she apparently was paid for working 8 hours of regular pay a day and 8 hours of pay classified at this premium level. So she was getting extra money, it looks like, for over a year, 14, 15 months. It's not clear if that money was retrieved or whether she paid it back or whether she had to pay it back. So we're doing additional investigation. But isn't that curious? So I don't want to say she did anything wrong per se, because we don't have all the information, but it raises questions about whether she got pay that wasn't her due from taxpayers. According to an official in the San Francisco Comptroller's Office, this inequity premium is paid to senior attorneys in the San Francisco government and consists of an additional payment of 1 to 3% of the attorney's base salary. And that's according to some memorandum of understanding. When you look at the deals the various government employees have with, certainly in San Francisco here, how they get extra money in addition to their base pay, your head will spin. So it was a lot of research to figure out what was going on here. So as I said, it just raises a few questions about her time as a prosecutor. And what I think is kind of sad here is that Judicial Watch is the one figuring this out. I mean, to me, this is like a basic investigative inquiry. This is a person who was a senator. She was running for president. Now she's on the she's the vice presidential nominee for the Democratic Party. And why is Judicial Watch doing this basic investigative work into her background? Because I kind of know the answer to that, but it shows you can't rely on the media to do anything, really. And thank God for Judicial Watch, huh? So we'll see what else we find on Senator Harris. And if we find anything of interest, we'll share it with you. So That's it for this week. I don't have anything else to talk about. Well, I do have other things to talk about, but I could go on and on and on about it. But I want to thank you for your support. And